Hey everyone, it's Hirsch Wilson. Good morning. It's Wednesday, April 8th. I want to continue a conversation about these unprecedented times and talk a little bit about another practice of highly resilient people. But to start, I thought I'd talk a little bit about my grandmother. When I was in my 30s, my grandmother sat me down and talked about hard times. And she had survived the Depression and was widowed twice, so she was familiar with difficulty. In her just unique way, she told me that the most important thing, and I was waiting for something big, but the most important thing to do was to keep busy, to get up every morning, stay busy, exhaust yourself, and then go to bed, and then get up the next day and do it all over again. And that's how she got through the Depression when she was in her teens and losing two husbands. So this conversation is about resilience. And we've talked about a number of practices. Again, this is from Margaret Hagelin and Nicole Cooper. The next practice I want to talk about today is community. Highly resilient people tend to be belongers. They tend to belong to communities. Full disclosure, I was a loner well into my 30s. We were married, we had each other, and I thought that was enough. But joining the fire department really changed my mind and changed my thinking about the importance of communities. First of all, being in a community, being in a formal community, really structures your year. We had Tuesdays and Saturday trainings. We had a fundraiser in the fall. We had a July 4th picnic every year, and we had a Christmas party every year. And those were predictable. It set a rhythm to your life. But more importantly, about 20 times a month, we'd get paged out to calls. And they can be everything from minor calls to big fires, but we would be together. But the most important part, I think, was what happens in difficult times. It took me until my second year to really understand this, after a couple of really bad calls when I was really affected by them. It was the community of the fire department that had my back. It was the community of the fire department they'd call me up, they'd take me out to lunch, they'd drag me down to the station to keep me busy doing menial labor. But it was that group of people, the brother and the sisterhood, that really kept me going and kept me being able to survive difficult times. So what I learned was that it's easy to be a loner in easy times. But when times are difficult, when times are hard, like the times we're going through now, it's almost an imperative to belong to a community, to have people who have your back, who want to take care of you and who you want to take care of. Now the question is, how do we do that when we're socially isolated? And I think for all its weaknesses, I think social media and Zoom and phones can play a big part in our lives right now. Connect with people, call a couple of people every day, do Zoom conferences, see people, play music together, but belong to a group. Okay, the last thought I want to leave you with is simple, is that we will get through this. If you think about American history, about every 80 years we go through a convulsion. There was the Revolutionary War, then there was the Civil War, there was World War I, the Depression, and World War II. And now we're going through another convulsion. We're going through another period of uncertainty and ambiguity. But we will get through that. Just like we got through all those other events, we will get through this one. But we'll do it together. And I think we can't emphasize that point enough, that we'll do it together. We have this myth that of the Lone Ranger, we have this myth of the individual. But the truth is that all great things, all great struggles have been something we've done together. Whether it is the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, whether it was building a barn, all the way to putting a man on the moon, all those great tasks were done together in unity. And we can do this, we can get through this together. So hang in there, find a community, be a leader in your community, and I'll see you next time.